public.
I'm a Christian from Menorah.
Yeah.
Hanukkah represents freedom.
I'm
All the Rabbi
a rabbi that's been serving the Detroit area
It
for
represents
26 years.
the spirit of America. There was a Rebbetzin speech last year.
Helping out in Ferndale
This is the spirit of America.
Looking forward to it.
Hanukkah, the message
Before
of
we
overcoming
start, we'll send
adversity,
thanks out.
freedom to worship as we choose,
Thank first of all Frank from
serve
Hosanna
God
Coffee
to
Roasters
the best
for
of our
supplying the
ability.
coffee and supporting, sponsoring the Menorah.
Thank you.
I want to thank the city of Ferndale, the mayor, the city council, the Department of Public Works, the fire department, everybody who was involved with it. I want to thank the Chef Carrie Kosher Catering for the donuts, Western Market for the cider. Anybody else I think? My wife for pushing me to do this. Speaking of my wife, I'd like to call on Finman to say a few words for us, please.
Well, welcome. Is this a first in Ferndale? We have a Jewish happening. I think it's pretty cool. I grew up in a community where we never got this far. You know, we always were sort of the outliers. And kind of went along with everything, very polite, stayed under the radar, and that was that, you know. So it's nice to Jewish people to get together and really celebrate in our free country. I have to say that we've got a tremendous support from the city council here. They unanimously voted that we should have this tonight, and it made me feel really, really good. So, the themes of Hanukkah are light and freedom. On a personal note, we all have memories of growing up with Hanukkah, and they're very varied. But some things that are saying, dreidels, latkes maybe, menorah lighting with special people. Our grandparents, if we were lucky enough to know them, and they shared this with us. So Hanukkah is a time where we reflect on the past, our personal past, and also on our collective past. 2,154 years ago was when it happened. We have little brochures that tell the Hanukkah story very nicely, and there's only a zillion websites. We'll go through it thoroughly nowadays. But I picked out a book that came out for Jewish education as I was trying to prepare for this little talk. And this book came out right after the war. And its take on teaching Jewish children about the Hanukkah story is very militaristic, which is quite unfashionable nowadays, I might say. But then it was really still a taste in their mouth. And in it, this educator, Jewish educator, was speaking about Jewish people who were in French camps in France, and where there was nothing available for Menorah, these DP camps. And then there actually were concentration camps there too. And this rabbi had kind of saved all these waxy little tidbits, and this was in France. And he made a menorah out of carrot tops and little waxy bits. And standing around that menorah when people had absolutely nothing was a big deal for them. And it warmed their hearts. And here we are in the land of plenty, Ferndale, Michigan. Really, Americana, USA. To me, it's like a modern Norman Rockwell painting. Yeah. Amazing city council. You have such intelligent people in that council. I'm telling you, I was so impressed. There's such variety here. And for the Jewish public menorah, it should add more sparkle to the spice of life of Ferndale. So we had 2,154 years ago, an incredible thing happened. It's called a miracle, something out of the ordinary. I think tonight's kind of out of the ordinary. Ferndale. So I'm hoping that this evening will be something that these kiddies here can tell their children and grandchildren when you get to be an old lady like me. And you can tell them that in this little town, we really had a public menorah lighting, and you were able to join forces with public menorah lightings that take place all over the world nowadays. So you're on the map, Ferndale, for bigger and better and brighter things in the future.
Open up your synagogue. Need your synagogue. Yeah, plug the new synagogue.
Thank you very much, Rebbetzin. I'd like to call upon the